Hi, I'm Max.
I'm Lauren. We're the Krugers. And boy, I've got a big story to tell, so buckle up. So in July of 2021, we had received a phone call that my mom had been rushed to the hospital unresponsive and had suffered a massive brain bleed. And when we had arrived, they had told us that she had no chance of survival and that we all needed to be ready to say our goodbyes. Thankfully, a doctor had double checked more or less and had said that he felt that there was a good chance that she would survive. And so we went ahead and proceeded with surgery, and thankfully he did, because now she's doing wonderful. She's back nearly 100%, and we had a baby boy on the way, so we were very excited to hear that my mom was going to make it. And he had said many times that it only happened by the miracle of God, because anyone else in her circumstances would not be here to tell about it. So we were about 8 months pregnant at that point, and a month later, we had gone into my 38-week appointment where they had told us that unfortunately our son had no longer had a heartbeat and that he had gone to heaven. And, it was just really, really sad, unfortunate circumstances. There was no reason why, and it left us questioning God for a million, reasons. And it was just a really trying and devastating time for us to suffer through, more or less. During that period of time, my friend Keely, who goes to Vineyard, had reached out several times with different worship songs and Bible passages. She had invited us to Vineyard events, and, finally I had said yes whenever she had asked about ladies' night. And little did I know I was going to have the best time that night and be introduced to a community that I didn't know was awaiting me. I showed up that night. We had amazing conversations. We laughed, we cried, we shared stories. It was just the most wonderful experience that I was invited to. And I knew that I felt a place at home when I entered that building that night. It was only 3 short days later that I had gone to a doctor's appointment where they had discovered a lump in my breast, and they had sent me over to the breast cancer clinic to have it examined. And they had told me that they were pretty certain that it was breast cancer. I knew with my mom having had breast cancer 3 times that it was likely cancer. And my husband was overseas at that time, and so Keely had invited me back to church on that Sunday. And I thought, if for no other reason than the amazing child care services, I needed a break and I needed a time with God. And I just felt really lost in that moment, and I really needed somewhere to go, and Vineyard was that place for me. We're here to live and tell about our story because Vineyard has been such a wonderful experience for us and really brought us through all the dark times that we experienced. I really attribute a lot of it to Vineyard, being our saving grace, and hearing Pastor Greg talk and, teaching us to become better servants and leaders and followers has been such a big deal for us in our healing journey.
Yeah, I don't think anybody ever wants or should have to go through that much, that many unique scenarios in their life, yet alone compacted into about 9 months. And so it has been very difficult. It's been very hard, and we're not out of the woods yet. There's still some more to come, even after this, but we have a very strong faith now, and we have our family and our friends that are supporting us. So we know that it's out of our hands, and we have the ability to understand that, and we're able to sit here and tell our story with some confidence that there is a silver lining, that someone else is going to be able to see this and say, gosh, my scenario is a little bit different, but it's tough just like theirs, and they'll be able to come out of that. And we owe a lot of that to coming here to Vineyard and experiencing the services and feeling like we're a part of a community, like we are connected. It really is. Every Sunday we show up, and it's a little bit of a social time. We get to see our friends, we get to see our family. We have absolutely added to the 400% growth of the church, because we now have colleagues coming, friends coming, family coming, and it initially I think we get the credit for it, but ultimately I think it goes to the church, because they didn't just come one time. Every single week we have our friends and family showing up. Everybody's getting involved. Some are even at the front interpreting now on Sundays, and we are coming to all the events, the adult events, the kids events, and it's so helpful to help us grow and have a better understanding of what we've been through. And even if we don't know why, we know that we will get through it.